back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bonnie and I post videos on cooking, skincare, and beauty related topics. And today I have a cooking tutorial for you guys. We are making a super easy baked pork tonkatsu. So I just want to say that I'm an amateur chef and all my recipes are very beginner friendly. It doesn't take a lot of time to prepare, so it's perfect for those weeknight dinners where you don't have much time. And what is pork tonkatsu? Pork tonkatsu is a Japanese dish and it's normally deep fried. You're deep frying a piece of pork cutlet and you eat it with Katsu sauce. But these days I'm trying to be healthy and not eat so much fried stuff, so I came up with this baked version where you don't lose the crispy, crunchy texture of the cutlet and it still tastes good. The best thing about this dish is that it's so easy to prepare. You don't need to marinate the meat for a long time because most of the taste will come from the Katsu sauce. And this is the Katsu sauce I use. It's by Kiko. You can find from pretty much any supermarket, but I'll still have the link in the description box below so you can go check it out. So let's begin. What you want to do is you want to make your pork chop a little bit thinner so they're faster and easier to cook. What I like to do is I'm using a dough roller and this is sturdy and strong enough to pound the meat. So now it's time to watch me pound some meat. So now what you want to do to the pork chop is you want to slice little openings around the edges of the pork. This is to prevent the edges from curling up when you cook it. So now what you want to do is season your pork chop. Just a little bit salt and pepper will do. So the next step is very important. If you want to achieve that crispy, crunchy texture, you need good breadcrumbs. I'm using the Japanese Panko crust. This is probably the best one I've used so far. What you want to do is you want to pour about 1 cup worth of breadcrumbs into a bowl like this. And my advice is do not go shy on the breadcrumbs. It's better to have extra leftovers than not enough. And once you have about this much, what you want to do is just add in a little bit of oil. You want to drizzle it. You don't want to put too much because you don't want the breadcrumbs to be soggy. You want the crunchy texture. And then next up, you want to take a spoon and just mix everything up. So what you want to do is just pour the panko crust into a pan and heat everything up. You want to make sure everything's heated and go to medium heat. You don't want to burn them. You want the crust to look like this color, a little bit golden brown, and then it's ready to go. So now is the coating step. You want to take your pork chop and you want to coat it with some flour. I'm just using all-purpose flour here. Just lightly coat it, making sure everywhere is covered, even the edges. This looks good. And you just want to dust off any extra flour. We don't want it to be too cakey. And now we're gonna move it into the eggs. And you wanna give it a good soak. I'm gonna move it to the breadcrumbs. And now you want to make sure that every inch of this pork chop is covered with the panko crust. let's see how this turned out. You hear that crunch?